Hi everyone, my name's Julie. I'm from Milliside Therapy and Coaching, and today I've got two lovely guests I'd like to introduce to you. On the other screen I've got the lovely Clo. Now Clo is a client of mine who you'll hear all about what we did together in a moment, but Clo's here to tell you about how I helped her overcome her fear of walking. Now her fear of walking entailed having severe arthritis, but also over time she managed to create that she only describes as a slippery foot. I know, we'll hear about it in a minute. And the other person I want to introduce to you is my business partner, Luther. As you know, is part of my logo and my business. So he decided that he wasn't going to miss out on this interview either. So he is a little bit of a sleeping partner, but sometimes he's quite noisy. So hopefully he'll keep quiet for us. So, Clo, thank you for coming today and doing this testimonial, basically. As I said in the introduction, you came to me because you were suffering from arthritis and your body had created this wonderful slippery foot. Would you like to just tell everyone a little bit about your arthritis and your slippery foot and how it impacted your life?
Yes, thank you, Julie. I've had arthritis for about 10 years now, and I started to go to physiotherapy, and all of a sudden my brain had decided that my left foot was going to slip on every single surface. The first 3 or 4 times it happened, I thought it was real, and it was only after that I thought, hang on a minute, you can't slip on carpet. This doesn't exist. But I had every symptom of it. I had my eyes roll into the back of my head, my arms would shoot out to hold on to something. And I thought then, oh, I've never had anything like this before. I don't know what to do. I tried ignoring it, but it was so powerful. It just completely overtook me. And it then developed onto anything that was shiny. When it had rained, when the floor was wet, that created a shine to me. Like if you go to a car park and you've got painted lines, they were slightly shiny, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And any type of sort of flooring, wooden floors, anything like that was just an absolute nightmare.
It must have been very hard on you and all your family and friends as well, because I know when we spoke before, you said to me, didn't you, that it was impacting you accepting to go on days out and events and things like that.
Yeah, 100%. I'd only told one friend. I hadn't told everyone else, and because I was too embarrassed, to be honest. And that's why I had to sort of say no to things, because they would notice instantly when I tried to walk and hesitate and look at the floor. They'd be like, "Is everything okay?" And I'd have to tell them. So I thought I'll just have to refuse to go out because I just can't do it.
And when you told me as well, didn't you, when you used to go and see your physiotherapist, he was your prognosis wasn't great, was it, in terms of your arthritis?
No, not at all. I've had a lot of tests. I've had x-rays, MRIs, all sorts of things. They say that my arthritis is about the equivalent of a 90-year-old lady's.
Wow. And obviously you're nowhere near that age. You don't have to divulge how old you are. But
well, I look good, but
clearly nowhere near that age.
No.
So we kind of stumbled across each other by accident, didn't we? And you said to me, "Oh, Julie, do you deal with phobias?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, of course." And then we had our initial discussion, didn't we? And you were telling me about, just as you described. And then we did one session of rapid transformational therapy, RTT, which basically is going into a deep meditational state, and we go back to try and find the root cause or the reason for why your body created the part of you that created the arthritis and this imaginary, if you like, slippery foot. It was a very physical thing for you, but you even said at the time, didn't you? You went, "I know it's all in my head. I just know it is," which was music to my ears, because I knew then that you were going to be brilliant at trying to resolve this, because you already knew that your clever mind had created it. So then we booked the session, didn't we? And then during the session, I won't divulge what happened because it's very personal to Chloe, but we did get to the root cause of why her clever mind created the arthritis and the slippery foot. And then we eradicated that during the session. And then as part of the therapy, I'd give the recording. And it's through that long process that Chloe dedicated her time up. I do apologise. I keep calling you Chloe, don't I, Chloe? And
Yes,
your name is not Chloe. And I don't know why I keep calling her Chloe. So I do apologise. Chloe, we went through the session and eradicated, and then we moved on to empowering her with new powerful beliefs. So we're actually literally today, 2 months on, aren't we, from the session?
Yes.
Would you like to tell everyone how you are today and what changes have gone on for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Just going back just a little bit, because I realized that it was something that I was creating, I thought to myself, well, I can sort this myself. I can do it. But I couldn't do it. I tried everything. Don't be so silly. Just walk. You're fine. It doesn't exist. It's all right. I tried all that, really meant it. I tried the other way. It's okay. Do it nice. I tried the lot. Didn't work. And I was just thinking, I need some help. And then, I came across you and I thought, that is perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So as soon as you said, yeah, I can do that, I thought, yeah, put me in straight away, didn't I? I said straight away, yeah, please.
Yeah.
I know I want to walk so badly. Please help me. So yeah, I mean, what came out of that was so interesting. Obviously, won't go into details, but it was just things that you don't realize that they're really sort of deep within. And then once they come to the surface, then you can tackle it. And then listening to to the playback with that you sent me, every single night. I was doing it every single morning as well, and I could hear your voice as I'm walking, and just the whole combination, day after day after day, just every day I was getting better and better and better. It's not an overnight thing, but within really short space of time, really, to be honest, I'm back to me again.
It's amazing. And what I tend to do after the sessions is like just to send little messages to my clients to see how they're getting on. But we ended up doing voice notes, didn't we? And it was brilliant because Chloe would just give me this whole rundown. Like, oh my God, I went to the shops today and I didn't have to do that. And it was so lovely. It used to make me smile as I was listening to them. But the other really good thing of doing that is I collated them, didn't I? And we put them all together. So you've almost got like a diary, if you like, of your progress. And it was such a joy to listen to Chloe's updates. And it just really made me happy too. But like you say, it wasn't overnight. The realization was quite quick, wasn't it? But you had to really push yourself through it. And it was through your dedication and hard work that got you through this to where you are now. So congratulations on that. And that's why it's important that people understand that, we can do a lot together, but it's down to you, isn't it? It's your personal journey. It's your determination to make sure that you listen to the recordings and you push through it. And I love you for that, because you did. You knew all you needed to do was to switch that mindset around. And that's exactly what you did. So 2 months in then, Chloe, what are you doing now that you wasn't doing before?
Well, try and stop me. Yeah, it is literally like that. Now I'm saying to my friends and family, when I said I couldn't go out, a couple of months ago, well, how about we go out now? And what about this? And what about that? And it's little things, just to go to a supermarket, because most supermarkets, they don't have carpet, unfortunately. To just be able to walk around the supermarket without having to push a trolley because I'd have to hold on to something or think, I can't do it today. To just say, I need to go and pop in there, get something, go in, come straight back out again, and not spending, ages thinking about it, trying to work my way, psych myself up and then walk away from it. So that is just huge. To do things without thinking about it is just amazing. It's just amazing.
Oh, brilliant. I'm so proud of you. And it's been such a pleasure having the opportunity to help you overcome yeah, phobia really, but the arthritis as well. And I think for
Yeah,
me,
there's something I need to tell you about my arthritis.
oh, go for
actually.
it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I had physiotherapy about a week ago, and it's one of my last sessions. And he basically said to me, he said, "You do not need surgery. 100% you don't need surgery."
And
So
before
there
you
you go.
did, didn't you? Amazing. And what was it you said to me once as well about he couldn't, when he was looking at your notes and seeing you, it was, he couldn't work, you know, he obviously knew it was you because he'd been working with you, but there was that, oh my life, if someone else was picking these notes up, they just wouldn't believe this was you.
Yeah, he did say, looking at the notes and, looking at the x-rays and any bits and pieces that, that he gets given, he would expect me to come in a wheelchair. He wouldn't even expect me to walk in.
Right.
So he says he has to look at those and think, okay, put that to one side. What do I see in front of me? What exercises can I give what I see and not what's written down? Because yeah, it is two different people.
Now, I know you said you knew the slippery foot was created in your mind, but did you have any clue beforehand that actually the same was for your arthritis?
No clue.
Hmm. And it's quite difficult to explain because what we have to remember is we're not consciously creating these things. So I don't want people thinking, oh my God, she's insulting her. She made that up. Absolutely not. It's absolutely it's absolutely there. But our mind is there to protect us, and it will do anything it can to protect us. Okay. So part of us, you know, when you say, oh, part of me thinks this, part of me thinks that, in your subconscious, part of your brain that's there to protect you will create physical conditions like arthritis, autoimmune diseases, even skin conditions, you name it, because it knows that there's something within you that isn't right, like you're not looking after yourself. And if it thinks you're going to be in danger, it creates something that will slow you down. And that's exactly what your body did, Chloe, wasn't it? It gave you the arthritis to slow you down from walking. And interestingly, when you started to work through and feel a bit better with your arthritis, that's when the slippery foot come. And that was a light bulb moment for me when you said that to me. And my initial thought was, oh, interesting. So your mind's going, hang on a minute, she's pushing through this arthritis. I need to give her something else that's going to slow her down. And that's exactly what it did, didn't it?
Yeah, that again was a shock, because I thought, well, why would I want to? Because there's nothing more that I would like to do than walk. So why would I create something to stop myself from walking? I thought it made no sense. But then, yeah, we found out that that was the case.
Mm. And again, without going into Chloe's top secret information, she realized that there were things happening, you know, beliefs that she created that was stopping her from moving forward. And it was there for a reason. It all has a role, function, purpose. So yeah, since I studied all of this, it literally blows my mind that our minds are that creative, but they are. But the good news is you create beliefs that your mind will continue to function on that belief that potentially you created when you was a child. But the good news is you can turn that around. If your brain creates something, it can then remove it. So the good news is if anyone's stuck in any way or got issues, you know, if you want to address them, then we can just reverse that belief, and then, you know, you can move on with your life too. So Chloe, is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that, obviously, thank you so much for what you've done. It's just been absolutely amazing. You don't even realize, you don't. But I think of you every time it rains. I'm like, I can walk on this.
Oh, bless your heart.
It's just amazing. But yeah, I mean, what I created with my slippery foot, that is gone. That is no issue at all. My arthritis, yes, it's still there. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? I live with that, but it's manageable. It's so much better. I don't need, like I say, I don't need operations. I can live with it. And my notes don't match. And it's one of those. So yeah, if you've got an issue, don't just think, well, that's it. I've been diagnosed with this, that's it. Because there are other things you can do. And I'm proof, and Julie's just amazing.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, darling. And I really appreciate you doing this testimonial for me as well, because it's hard sometimes, isn't it, to do these kind of things anyway. But it's so important that we share positive results, because the more people we can share this with, the more people we can help save. And that's what it's all about. You know, that's what I'm here for. That's where I get my purpose and passion from, is helping other people overcome symptoms that are created by the root cause of beliefs that we created when we were children between the ages of 0 to 7, which is completely mad, but that's what happens. So don't get stuck. If there's anything that you think I can help you with, visit me on my website, www.millicide.com. You'll find all the details on my social media here anyway, so don't you worry about that. But just contact me and let's see what we can do to help you move your life forward. So thanks ever so much, Chloe. Really appreciate you doing it. Lovely to see you. And let's catch up soon.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
Thank you.